United States urges INEC to address concerns ahead of March 11 polls. Federal government summons Burkina Faso envoy over killing Nigerian pilgrims. President Muhammadu Buhari to inaugurate NNPC, power plant and state projects in Maiduguri. On business, African Continental Free Trade Area boosts inter-African trade by 20%. And on the international scene, China's Xi to secure a third term as president. On sports, Nigeria overpower Uganda, books on the 20 World Cup tickets. Hello and welcome to Standard Voice Television News. That was the headlines and now the news on full. The United States has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission to address technical hitch reportedly associated with the use of bimodal voter accreditation system before the governorship and state assembly election on March 11. Spokesperson for the State Department, Need Price, in a statement said Nigerians were clearly within their right to have such concerns and should have high expectations for their electoral processes in the just concluded presidential poll. Mr. Net said have also expressed fractions about the shortcomings of technical elements that were used for the first time in the presidential election cycle. The spokesperson commended the active participation of civil society and the media for advancing electoral norms and political discourse on issues of importance to citizens. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Zubairu Dada, has summoned the Burkina Faso envoy to Nigeria, Pascal Guba, over the gruesome murder of 16 Nigerians who were on a pilgrimage to Kaolack, Senegal over a month ago. This was contained in a statement signed by the Special Advisor on Media, Ibrahim Aliyu. For more on the story, Jamila Ibrahim reports.
The Jam'iyyatu an Asaruddin at-Tijaniya of Nigeria revealed that 16 of its members were shot dead allegedly by the Burkina soldiers on patrol. They were reportedly on their way to the home country of their leader, Sheikhul Islam Ibrahim Niassi in Senegal, when they met their untimely deaths. AMB Dada stated that the envoy was called to explain in detail what really happened when the 16 Nigerians were brutally killed allegedly by some members of the Burkina military. He said Nigerians were agitated by the incident and were calling for a faster and comprehensive response from the government of Burkina Faso. Jamila Ibrahim Dosa reporting for Standard Voice Television.
More world leaders and other eminent personalities have joined well-wishers in congratulating Nigeria's president-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu over his electoral victory. The government of the United States on Thursday joined leaders like the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak in facilitating with Asiwaju Tinubu on the outcome of the February 25th presidential election. For more on this story, Ram Ibrahim reports.
In a statement by the U.S. Department of State, the U.S. government described Tinubu's victory as a new period for Nigerian politics and democracy. The U.S. government also congratulated the Nigerian people, especially the large number of youths who are relatively new to the political process, for demonstrating their strong commitment to democracy. Also, the President of the Niger Republic, Mohamed Bazoum, described the election that produced Tinubu as free, fair and transparent. The immediate past President of the Republic of Benin, Dr. Thomas Boni Yayi, has also sent congratulatory message to the President-elect. Dr. Yayi, in a personal letter to Tinubu, described the election victory as well-deserved. Also, many state governors have also visited or sent in their goodwill message and felicitation to the President-elect since his announcement as the winner of the presidential election in the early hours of Wednesday. Rahama Ibrahim Dosar, Standard Voice Television.
The Independent National Electoral Mission has assured that the governorship and state assembly elections would hold as scheduled. This was disclosed by the National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, at the Commission's regular weekly meeting held in Abuja. Mr. Okoye disclosed that during the meeting, several issues were deliberated, including the presidential and national assembly elections, the governorship and state assembly elections, and the pending elections in Enugu, East Senatorial District, and the Isan Central and Isan West, and Iguiben federal constituencies in Edo State. He therefore assured that the governorship and state assembly elections would hold as scheduled. President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday inaugurated the Maiduguri Emergency Power Project, describing the feast as another testament towards achieving stable, uninterrupted power supply aimed at improving the economy and lives of Nigerians. This was disclosed in a statement by Garba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity. For more on this story, Zainab Abdulwasi reports.
The gas plant was constructed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to supply 50 megawatts of electricity to Maiduguri and environs. Speaking at the occasion, the President said his administration has worked hard to fulfill the promise of tackling the nation's electricity challenges and has succeeded in laying the foundation for a strong, prosperous country through the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. President Buhari reassured Nigerians of the federal government's resolve to implement programs, particularly in the power sector, that deepen domestic gas utilization, expand national power generation capacity, revitalize industries, and create multiple jobs for economic growth. Zainab Abdulwasi reporting for Standard Voice Television.
6 states of the Federation, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Delta, Edo, and Sokoto, has dragged the federal government before the Supreme Court over the conduct, collation, and announcement of the February 25, 2023 Presidential and National Assembly elections. As one of the 60 member nations of the International Civil Defense Organization, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has joined the rest of the world to mark the year 2023 World Civil Defense Day with the theme The Role of Information Technologies in Risk Assessment. The event, which coincided with the second year anniversary of the appointment of Dr. Ahmad Abubakar Audi as the Commandant General of NSCDC and the passing out parade of 530 personnel of 2019 intakes from an intensive 8 weeks of training in arms bearing, tactics and regimentation, also witnessed the official presentation and launching of the NSCDC anthem by the Banco for the use of zonal commands, state commands and training colleges in all official programs of the Corps. In his address, the CG revealed that the Corps does fight against criminal elements such as vandals, economic saboteurs, and oil thefts via the application of advanced technologies and yielding unprecedented results. On business. The Economic Commission for Africa has announced that the African Continental Free Trade Area increased inter-African trade by 20% in 2022, which was against the Commission prediction of 52% by 2022. Speaking on the sidelines of the 9th season of the African Regional Forum on Sustainable Development in Niamey, Niger, Anthony Pedro, Acting Executive Secretary, INEC, said the level of trade has increased. The Acting Executive Secretary said the rise in inter-African trade, however, was already encouraging certain countries to trade amongst themselves. He said the Commission was making a trade decision supporting modeling, which was an exercise to identify the best export destination for African countries. And on the international scene,
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
China President Xi Jinping will secure a third term as China's president at a rubber-stamp parliament that started this week, enjoying unchallengeable status despite criticism over his handling of COVID-19 and the economy. President Xi is certain to be reappointed as president after he locked in another 5 years as head of the Communist Party and the military. 69-year-old president has faced unexpected challenges and scrutiny over his leadership, with mass protests over his zero-COVID policy and its subsequent abandonment that saw countless people die. Starting on Sunday, the National People's Congress is expected to last around 10 days and culminate with this presidency being endured by the 3,000 delegates casting vote in Beijing's Great Hall of the People. On sports. The Flying Eagles have booked a spot in the semi-finals of the CAF Under-20 African Cup of Nations after seeing off the Junior Canoes of Uganda 1-0. Thursday's win at the Suez Canal Authority Stadium in Egypt also sealed the team's place in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup held for Indonesia later in the year. While the Ugandans gave Nigeria a tough game, Ibrahim Jumia scored an own goal to hand victory to the West Africans in the tightly contested match. The win makes Ladan Bosso's team the second side after Senegal's to book a place in the semi-finals of the competition. The Young Lions of Teranga piped the Benin Republic by the same match earlier in the day. And that's all on the news. To end the news, a recap of the major headlines. United States urges INEC to address concerns ahead of March 11 polls. Federal government summons Burkina Faso envoy over killing Nigerian pilgrims. President Muhammadu Buhari to inaugurate NNPC, power plant and state projects in Maiduguri. On business, African Continental Free Trade Area boosts inter-African trade by 20%. And on the international scene, China's Xi to secure a third term as president. On sports, Nigeria overpower Uganda, books Under-20 World Cup tickets. Thank you for watching. I'm Sumaira. So do have a pleasant day and keep watching Standard Voice Television News. Goodbye.